Hi, trader friends. I just did another interview with one of our premium members. It's really, really good. And here's why it's so good. He was someone who was blowing his account constantly and really made a shift into consistent profits. He used to make lots of really good trades and get some good money and make some awesome wins, grow his account really fast, and then blow it very quickly. I started talking with him about what it took for him to make that shift into being consistent. So we're going to watch that today. And just before we do that real quick, I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to share my screen here. You can actually trade with us for free. You can get access to our Trader Inner Circle, which is a whole community of people who are committed to trading consistently. And all you need to do is put your pocket option under our affiliate account. Now, before you turn off, I know a lot of people are trying to get you to put your pocket option under their account, and then you get some kind of signals, or maybe you get money back or something like that. But we're really creating like amazing value for you. And I just want to show you, because in order to be a consistent trader, you need to have these 4 pillars. And the 4 pillars are account security. You want to know that when you put money in, that you're going to get your money back. You also need to have community. This is what every single successful professional trader has. They have security. They have a community where they're talking about trades and understanding trades. This is why institutional traders actually function and do well, is because they have community. They're constantly getting education. Every single day, they're getting more and more education about how to trade and how to trade better. And that's what's going on in institutions. And there's accountability, risk managers and everything, giving them accountability. And we are setting up all a binary masterclass around that so that you can be a consistently profitable trader. And you can scroll down, watch videos of members, and here's all you need to do with your pocket option account is under our affiliate partnership, and you put $50 minimum deposit, then you get 6 months free access to our Trader Inner Circle. And that, again, is this whole community of traders, amazing people just like you, just like me, normal people committed to consistently being profitable and not making a bunch of money and then losing it all right away. That is normally $100 for 6 months, but you can get it for 6 months for free with a $50 deposit. $100 deposit, you get the Trader Inner Circle, and you also get 1 month free of our basic membership, which gives you access to our live trading room where you're seeing everything fully transparent. You're seeing our screen. We are telling you exactly what trades we're looking at before we take them, so you can take them as well as you if you want. But it's not like a signals group where we just send something over Telegram and you have no idea if we actually won or not, or you're sure that we lost, but we're telling you we won. None of that. You actually see everything happening right in front of you. And we tell you beforehand what we're going to get into, and then you can take it, like I said, if you want. You can also put in a minimum deposit of $1,500, and then you get premium membership for free for 3 months. And that's where you get 3 trading sessions with us every single day that we trade, as well as everything else, as well as unlimited coaching sessions. You like one-on-one personal coaching. I will sit down with you unlimited number of times, and we will talk about your trading specifically. Your trading, and I'll even watch you take trades and give you my feedback on it, so you can actually genuinely improve and become consistent in your trading. So that's what's going to go on. And then you can see more verified Trustpilot reviews. You can actually go on to Trustpilot and confirm that these are real reviews. We didn't just sit down and type them up real quick. Those are real reviews that you can see verified on Trustpilot. So just put your name, email address in here. Let us know if you already have an account. Press submit, and we'll get you the details on what to do next. Working to make it as easy as possible for you so that you can just get in and start being consistent. All right, I just needed to say that real quick. Let's get into this interview now with Adrian. You're going to really, really like it. And so let's have some fun.
Well, with time, you learn, you develop, and you grow. And I think now more than ever, I can see the growth, and I can see how I'm trading much differently now than I used to trade, let's say, about 4 or 5 months ago. I see things a lot clearer now. I can be more honest with myself if I know it's me that's not doing well, or if it's the market. It's quite obvious now because of the time I've had to grow and develop, and the time I've been in the trading room, and I've been learning and looking at the videos on YouTube as well as on the Binary Masterclass website. So I think all those tools have been invaluable for me personally, and it's really helped me to develop and grow. So much so that, as I mentioned, it's like a complete different trader who I am now compared to who I was about let's say about 5 months ago.
Tell me about that. What was that 5 months ago or even further back? What kind of a trader were you?
I was a revenge revenge trader, easily activated, was all about profits, making 20% or 25% every day, and less about being patient, looking for good levels, and taking it one step at a time. I think I got a bit carried away looking at Dave's videos on YouTube and the speed at which he would make his income. I felt like, well, okay, I want to do the same thing. And that's okay, you could if you know what you're doing, but for me, I would still consider myself a beginner trader. That wasn't the way to go about doing it. And so I made that mistake for quite some time because I couldn't understand. I would have good weeks, 2, 3 weeks where I'm doing really well, and then 2 days I blew my account. And I'm like, why does this keep happening? Why am I doing this? Eventually, thank goodness, I was able to figure out where that was coming from. And it was really me taking too much risk, not having the experience, not being emotionally stable enough to take those risks without becoming a revenge trader. If I lose, that was I think for me the key thing in my development. And you had mentioned that in a video, I think, being slow, taking it slow and steady. Consistent profits. Yes, you could make a lot of money quickly, but it's much more consistent and much more sustainable if you do it a little bit by a little bit every single day. And making that change from trying to make too much money in one day to reducing my risk, reducing my sizes, and being happy with a little bit, sometimes 5%, sometimes 8%. Sometimes if I have a really good day, I could make about 15%, which is happy. I say anything above 10% is a gift. And I'm happy for that. Trading that way and being a lot more patient has really made a drastic shift in my trading and in my mentality as well. And I've told you this before, but you have said this many times, and I feel like now I fully understand what you say and why it is you say it and how that could positively affect someone's trading. So thanks so much for constantly repeating it. Please keep repeating it.
If you consider now anything over 10% to be a gift, which tells me in general you're not even really looking for that, but do you feel like you're settling for too little because you're not trying to go after 20, 25% per day now? Do you feel like you have to give something up there, or does it feel like, no, I actually really like this?
And I see that is the thing, because I try to adapt the mentality that it's a marathon and not a sprint, that I'm quite happy with making 10% every single day, even a little less, even 5%, 7%. I'm okay with that. Especially if I see the market is a bit tough, it's not playing my game. I'm quite happy to take a small win and leave and return another day. If I see that the market is responding really well and I've had, let's say, 5, 6 trades, and out of those 5 and 6 trades, I win 5 of my first entries and a second entry win, I might stay on a bit longer because I realize, well, okay, the market is playing my game, so I'll hang around a bit. But if I notice my first 2 trades or 3 trades was a second entry win, a third entry win, and a third entry win again, that tells me that, hey, the market isn't really playing my game as well as I'd like. So I'd take those little wins and I'd leave. I don't feel like I need to stretch that far to make 15% or 20% because it's not necessary. What I'm focused on is just being consistent every day, hitting my target or a little less or a little more around that same area. And I'm quite happy with that. Whatever happens after is not my business.
What was like the aha moment for you, or was there an aha moment for you where you just realized, wow, the power of being consistent rather than the power of going after big gains?
The aha moment was blowing accounts, really. It hurt so much to know that you can have some really good days or weeks, and quite often within a day or 2 days I would blow my account, and I'd be like, well, why? Why I had 2 excellent weeks and then in 2 days blowing. And as I mentioned before, that was because I was taking too much risk. And so when I lose a third entry because it was such high risk, I would become so emotionally fueled and feel like I needed to make that money back right now. Whereas taking a lower risk meant that if you lose a third entry, yes, it might be 10% or 15%. It might be a decent loss. It's not as much as losing 25% or 30% or more. So I don't become as emotionally fueled. And so I could either take the loss if I realize the market isn't playing my game, or ease back into recovery mode and take my time and make back the money. But for me, the aha moment is realizing that blowing all these accounts, making 25%, 30% a day, sometimes even up to 60% a day. Had I just been patient, when I reanalyzed what had happened, had I just been patient and take these small wins every single day, I would have still had money in my account. Yes, I may have taken a loss, but it would have been easily recoverable over like a day or two. And I would have still been in the market and I would have made so much more money over a longer period of time. That for me was like, what nonsense am I doing? Why am I trying to make so much so quickly when I could make the same amount and even more had I just been a bit more patient and reduce my risk, reduce my expectations, and just remain in the game? That for me was the turnaround.
That's really, really good. That I can see a lot of people being impacted by that statement right there. And so if there was somebody who was kind of on the fence of do I join up with Binary Masterclass and what they're doing or not, what would you say to them?
If that person is interested in making money, in changing their life, I think they need to join Binary Masterclass. From my experience and from so many other traders' experience that are in the class and that have been successful over the months. I mean, the strategy is so clear. The teaching is so readily available, and you guys are so helpful. I think in pocket options space, this is the best. This is the best class. This is the best teachers. The best for me, in my opinion. The strategy that we trade is second to none. I think anyone, everyone, whoever is interested in binary options needs to join this class because it's been proven time and time again with the people who we have in the trading room who has been here for months or years that you can do it. They have done it. I have blown so many accounts. Probably 4 or 5 months ago, I think I blew $1,500 account and then $1,000 account. And before that, there were so many accounts. So I made a lot of mistakes, but now I can see the other side of the coin and I'm making a lot of progress and I'm much more consistent than before. And I'd always say, if I could make that change, anyone can make that change. So join as soon as you can, and your life would never be the same after.
Wow, that really, really touches me to just hear you say that. And that really, really means a lot to me. Um, Thank you. And thank you that you are just really even standing for yourself, that you're like, hey, I'm not gonna go down this road of constantly blowing accounts anymore. That you're like, all right, it's be one thing to be the teacher saying the stuff. It's really the big thing is on the person who's listening to it. So really it's on you. Really, you're the one who says, hey, I think there's juice there. I'm gonna go for it and do it right, do it well, do it in a way that really makes an impact. And you're seeing it, you're seeing the fruit of that. I mean, this morning you had a really nice trading day, and that's just cool. That's just really, really cool. Gary called me. I was sitting in the waiting room at the dentist office, and he called me and told me right away about you. So it was cool.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, Gary and Ron has been super, super supportive. Even you as well, Jason. I have to say thanks so much for being so understanding and so kind and allowing me to still be involved in the trading rooms, even though, well, you know, but that will come very, very soon. I've been trading really well and I'm confident in my trading and in my ability to know when to trade and when to stop and whatnot. And you know, the teaching, the help, the coaching calls, even the in the Circle app, the recent videos that I've been doing, uh, analyzing the personal feedback training or personal training feedback. Those I think it was about 5 videos I did. Even those have been really helpful for me as well to see other traders make the same mistakes that I was making, and not to hear you explain why those were mistakes and why we shouldn't do them. I was like, aha, okay, so I was onto something. So it makes sense. So I understand why now. I see you really put your best foot forward, and thanks so much for that personally from me to you. Thanks so much for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, most welcome.
Man, yeah, that's precious. That's really precious. Thank you. All right, that was great. Adrian's such a good guy. He's in our trading inner circle. So you want to make sure you get in there, converse with him, talk with him. He's one of our premium members. You can talk with him in the trading room as well. He oftentimes likes to give his commentary on the market as well. So come on in, meet Adrian, and let's trade together and have some fun. So we'll see each other in the trading room.